So is Biden dropping out? Is he signaling that he's done? Well, as it turns out, more and more pundits are saying just that. Biden will not be running for president in 2024. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe. But, you know, it wasn't too long ago when the Democrat establishment was shocked into reality by a TIPP poll that found that only 22% of respondents said that they wanted Biden to run again. 8 in 10 voters wanted Biden to be one and done, right? But it got worse. Only 12% wanted Kamala to run in 2024. Sleepy Joe and Cackles Kamala combined didn't even break 35% support. It was without question a shock to the woke left in terms of just how unpopular their dementor-in-chief really is. And now there appears to be a number of indicators or signals that Biden is in fact just that, a one-and-done president. The first and perhaps most explicit indicator that Biden is one and done is his virtually non-existent campaign. Politico is reporting that Biden has basically stopped spending on his political campaign. During the second quarter this year, Biden's campaign spent just over $1 million. Now, just to give you some perspective, during the same time period in his first term, Barack Obama spent over $11 million, 10x what Biden is spending, and Obama barely got reelected. Moreover, Biden isn't raising money anywhere near what Obama raised. Biden has thus far raised less than half of what Obama did from small donors during a comparable period. And to add to all of this, right now as we speak, Biden only has 4 people on his campaign payroll. I kid you not, 4. And apparently they all work out of his home state in Delaware. There's literally no national apparatus or operation going on, which has many asking, has he given up? Is Biden basically admitting that he's not even going to run? A second indicator is Biden's bizarre and radically limited travel schedule. So, for example, Biden skipped the all-important Iowa State Fair in preparation for the first presidential caucus, and instead he traveled to Utah, which is a solid red state. He has no chance of winning it. Again, it's indicating that he's simply not very serious about campaigning. Even his recent trip to Arizona, where he talked about the Grand Canyon being one of the 9 wonders of the world, it did him no good in expanding his political base there precisely because his land grab measure is extremely polarizing among Arizona residents. The rest of the time, he's either dithering in the White House, calling a lid at 11 a.m., or he's lying on a beach somewhere, spending upwards of 40% of his presidency on vacation. Again, there's very little indication he's taking 2024 seriously. But there's a third indicator in all this, and frankly, this has got to be my all-time favorite. You're going to love this. But you know how you really could stick it to the establishment, gang? It's just by clicking on that link below and getting your very own set of these collectible limited supply Trump cards. Patriots played their anti-globalist Trump card against the left in 2016, and we're getting ready to play it again in 2024. So what better way to show your support for Trump's re-election than with these 5 collectible pieces of Trump art? These cards have a limited supply, so don't wait. Only 2,500 sets of these cards are set to be made, and they all come with a certificate of authenticity verifying you own an original set. These make great gifts for any MAGA patriot in your life, and if you buy 2 sets, you also get a bonus gold Trump 2024 card absolutely free. These physical cards are high quality, made in America, highly collectible, but again, there's a limited supply, so don't wait. By the time you remember, they'll likely be gone. So click on that link below right now and get your Trump cards today. A third major indicator that Biden isn't running in 2024 is the fact that they are hiding Cackles Kamala. I mean, where's Kamala? That's what many are asking. The only time she comes out is when she makes another gaffe or tries to make her way through her latest word salad. Now, as we saw earlier, Biden is very, very unpopular, and the majority of the country wants him to be put out to pasture. But if there were a Democrat candidate that was even more unpopular than Biden, it would, of course, be Kamala. And so what seems to be happening here is the loyal little leftists over at the New York Times are doing their best to signal to both Kamala and her potential rivals that they don't want her on the ticket. Not long ago, the New York Times published a hit piece against Kamala, saying that dozens of Democrats in the White House, on Capitol Hill, around the nation, including some who actually helped put her on the party's 2020 ticket, are all saying that she's not risen to the challenge of proving herself as a future leader of the party, much less the nation. Even some Democrats who her own advisors referred reporters to for supportive quotes confided privately that they had lost all hope in her. That's coming from the king of the American left wing, the New York Times. And it was a clear signal that whoever is the nominee in 2024, it can't be Kamala. In other words, they're admitting that it looks increasingly likely that Joe is not going to be the nominee. But whatever you do, don't let that nominee be Kamala. So the relativizing of Kamala would be yet another indicator that they're looking for a completely different ticket. Now, the problem here, of course, is that you can't replace a diversity hire like Kamala with a white male like Gavin Newsom in California, right? That's not allowed in the world of identity politics that governs the Democratic Party. So this is why Michelle Obama is being floated as a possible replacement, but thus far it doesn't look like she's at all interested. Regardless, whether it's the lack of money and staff and campaign, whether it's the bizarre travel schedule bookended by intermittent vacations, or whether it's just the hiding of the vice president, it really doesn't look like Joe Biden is much of a candidate for 2024, if a candidate at all. Are you ready to join the resistance? Because I'm leading a group of dedicated, courageous patriots who can lead a spearhead into the heart of the secular globalist establishment. We punished Bud Light and Target, driven CNN and the legacy media to near bankruptcy, forced BlackRock to backtrack on ESG, and now we're seeing our conservative-dominated Supreme Court ending affirmative action and protecting religious liberty. In my Insiders Club, I show you concrete steps to take locally and online that will only keep this mass uprising going until the battle is won. Don't wait. Click the link in my description below and join my Courageous Patriots Insiders Club today.